First of all, thank you so much guys. The amount of love you showed on Rocky Bhai Editing Breakdown Part 1 was honestly unbelievable. Every like, comment and share motivated me to make this part even better. And trust me, Part 2 is even crazier. In this video, we'll break down 6 more real scenes from Rocky Bhai's edits. I'll explain every important technique, the editing logic behind each scene, and how every effect is actually created step by step, so you don't just copy the style, you truly understand it. I spent a lot of time making this tutorial as detailed as possible. Every step is explained in a simple way, so even if you're editing only on a mobile phone, you'll be able to follow everything without any confusion. Honestly, I don't think anyone on YouTube is teaching Rocky Bhai's editing style in this much depth. So make sure you watch till the end because every scene has something new to learn. And if you enjoy the tutorial and appreciate the effort, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a nice comment below. Your support motivates me to create even bigger and better tutorials. Now enough talking. Let's jump straight into the breakdown. First, open Alight Motion and create a new project. Now, add a shape layer and tap Fill Composition Area. Change its color to black. Next, create a circle shape layer and choose a dark red color. Apply the Gaussian blur effect and adjust the strength according to your project. Now, place the circle like this. And there we go, our background is ready. Next, import the red box PNG. I have already uploaded this PNG on my Telegram, so you can download it from there. Now, adjust the box like this. Once the position looks right, use the hue shift effect to change the color of the box. You can also change the color of the background according to your preference. Now, let's create the light coming out of the box. Go to vector drawing and draw a shape like this. The goal is to make it look like light is coming out of the box. Now go to gradient, create a gradient like the one I'm using. And make the white color gradually transparent. Now it looks much better.
From London to Taiwan, I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Apply Gaussian blur to this layer. And keep the strength around 0.365. Now duplicate this layer. Go back to vector drawing, adjust the shape a little and create your own gradient. You can keep adjusting it until the lighting looks right.
Here we go.
Now create another shape layer and adjust it like this.
Invincible.
Change its color to white. Next, import this PNG and place it around the corner of the shape. Now, increase the shape's radius to around 370, adjust the PNG slightly and make sure everything lines up properly. Next, create a text layer, type whatever text you want and choose any font that fits your design. Now, select these three elements and create a group. Apply Deep Glow Enhance to the group. Set the glow radius around 750 and the glow alpha around 40. Now go to rotation and set it to around -4 degrees. Then go to scale and adjust it until it looks right. Move this layer underneath those two shape layers. Now duplicate the group. Change the rotation to around 3 degrees. And adjust the scale again. Do the same thing with the remaining layers so everything feels properly balanced. Now open the first layer, create a gradient like the one I'm making. Then create the same gradient on another layer. Finally, go to the last layer, open the rounded rectangle, change its color to blue. Now guys, it's time to animate everything. Add one keyframe at the beginning and another at the end.
Guys, if it's plus, just change it to minus.
Now let's animate the box. Add one keyframe at the beginning and another at the end. On the first keyframe, move the box slightly downward. Then create a smooth graph like this. Copy this graph and paste it onto all the layers above. Now convert all these layers into a group. Add one keyframe at the beginning and another at the end. On the first keyframe, set the scale to 0. Then paste the same graph here as well. Now move the pivot point to the place where the box is opening from. This makes the animation feel much more natural. Move this layer slightly forward on the timeline. Now go to Group 2's opacity, add the keyframes like I am showing and adjust the opacity gradually.
Stranded in the open, dried out tears of sorrow, lacking all emotion, staring down the barrel, waiting for the final gates to open to a new tomorrow, moving with the motion.
If you want, you can add another glow to these layers. But don't overdo it guys. Too much glow can actually make the edit look worse. And scene 1 is complete. Now let's create scene 2. First, copy the background from scene 1 and paste it into a new project. Now create a rounded rectangle, go to Edit, Shape and adjust it like I'm doing. Change its color to black and set the stroke to 2. Apply the deep glow effect and then apply smooth bevel. Keep the radius around 6. Now import this PNG. Copy the same effects from the previous element and paste them here. Apply solid color and change the color to light blue. Then apply light sweep and adjust it like I'm doing. Perfect. Now import the search PNG. Paste the same effects onto it and adjust the light sweep slightly. Next, add your text layer. Paste the same effects onto the text but remove the solid color effect. Now create another shape layer, adjust it like this. and paste the same effects onto it as well. Next, use vector drawing and draw a shape like this. Then create a gradient that matches the design. Now, select these two elements and create a group. Animate the group and apply the same graph shown on the screen. Now, apply the wipe effect to the text. Go to Transition In and select Right. Copy the graph from group 3 and paste that same graph onto the text layer. And now it's looking much smoother. Finally, go to group 3 and apply the flip layer effect. Add 2 keyframes and on the second keyframe, set the angle to 180 degrees. Adjust the x-axis pivot like this. And apply the same smooth graph.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Create a circle shape layer and adjust it like this. Then choose your color and turn on the stroke. Now apply the same effect here as well. Next, duplicate it
Don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun.
and make the size slightly bigger.
Downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Now take a box shape layer and create a gradient like this.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted.
Apply the same effect here too, but remove the light blue and the solid color.
That my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Now import this editing PNG and apply the same effect to it as well. Just adjust it a little.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want
Next, apply the deep blue enhance effect.
In the sky, gazing far into the night.
Now duplicate it and place it slightly lower and to one side.
But it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine through?
Finally, group everything together. And animate it like this. And keep the graph something like this. And that's it. Scene 2 is ready. Now let's move on to scene 3. First, create a shape layer. Adjust it like this.
In the sky, gazing
And create a gradient similar to mine.
to the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you.
Also, enable the shadow. Keep the stroke color slightly lighter than the circle color. Now add any screenshot you want. It still doesn't look quite right. So let's make a few more adjustments. Go to the circle layer, apply the inner glow effect. Set the radius to 150. Change the color to blue. And keep the alpha around 30. You can also adjust the other settings according to your design. Now go to the screenshot layer, apply smooth bevel and keep the value around 2. Next, apply deep glow enhance. Make sure the smooth bevel stays above deep glow enhance. Now duplicate this layer and adjust it like I'm doing. Duplicate it one more time and place it towards the left side. Now add two keyframes. On the first keyframe, move the layer slightly downward. Then apply the same graph shown on the screen. Next, apply the fade in effect. Set fade out to 0 and fade in to 50. Now replace the screenshots with any screenshots you want. For the two side screenshots, copy the effects we applied to the first screenshot and paste them here. Now add two keyframes to both screenshots. On the first keyframe, move them behind the first screenshot. Then apply a graph like this. Do the same thing with the third screenshot. And the screenshot animation is ready.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profane.
Now let's add the text.
I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the one
Choose any font you like.
that cries and watch me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Apply Deep Glow Enhance to the text. Then apply Gradient Overlay. Choose your own colors and adjust the gradient until it matches the scene.
My eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles.
Also, apply Smooth Bevel.
Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Some
Now adjust the gradient overlay a little more.
body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Next, apply the wipe effect. Duplicate the text layer. Hide one of the text layers. Now, on the first text layer, go to wipe and wipe 3.
Feel the tension, devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell.
On the second text layer, keep 3 unchanged and wipe the remaining text. For this text, use a slightly different gradient.
Music till the wick burns out. Just wanna be careful.
Guys, I'll adjust the gradient a little more so it matches the scene better.
Daisies got one too many quarters in my pockets. Count 'em like the 4-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty
You can do the same, just adjust it until everything feels balanced.
trot around the nursery and count sheep.
Now it's looking much better. Next, apply the text transform effect. Add 2 keyframes. And set the last keyframe to 100. Set the component to words. Keep the y-axis around 60. Set alpha to -1.000. Keep ease in at 100. and ease out at -100. Set the overlap around 300. Now copy the same text transform settings and paste them onto the second text layer, and scene 3 is complete. Now let's move on to scene 4. First, import this background, then import this PNG, apply gradient overlay, and create a gradient like this. Next, apply deep glow. Also enable shadow and keep the shadow color black. Now add 2 keyframes. On the first keyframe, move the PNG slightly downward, then create a graph like this. Do the same thing with the opacity. Add the keyframes and animate it along with the movement.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust.
Now create a shape layer.
You stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
And guys, animate this PNG the same way.
That's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
Copy the graph we just created and paste it here. Now adjust the shape like this.
We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost.
And turn the stroke on.
We are reaching for the stars.
Choose this color.
Making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're
Next, add your text.
Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are.
Adjust it like I'm doing.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this.
Now create another shape layer.
I see danger
Adjust it so that it looks like a line. And guys,
down the night, coming just like the sunrise.
we can also create this line using vector drawing, but that would take a little more time. So for now, we will use a shape layer, and that's it for this part.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like
Apply the wipe effect to this line.
you know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up, baby.
Go to transition in and select right. Now select all these elements and create a group. Apply Deep Blow Enhance to this group. Next, add two keyframes. On the first keyframe, move the group slightly downward. Then create a smooth bounce graph like this. Now go to opacity, add two keyframes, and on the first keyframe, set the opacity to 0. Then create a graph like this. Now duplicate this group. Select both groups and create another group. Scale it down a little and adjust it like this. Now create another text layer. Copy all the effects from the PNG and paste them onto this text. Apply the text transform effect. Use the same settings we used for the previous text animation, but this time keep the x-axis at 60. Now, remember the line animation we created earlier? Copy that animation. Paste it here and adjust it slightly so everything matches perfectly. And scene 4 is complete. Now let's move on to scene 5. First, create a circle shape layer. Stroke on. Use the same stroke color I am using. Now duplicate the circle, go to scale and increase it to around 300. Do the same thing with the next two circles. Now reduce the opacity of the last circle slightly and adjust the opacity of the other circles as well. Just remember, keep around a 10-point gap between each circle. Don't reduce the opacity of the first circle. Now create a null layer. Parent all the circles to this null layer. Go to the scale of the null. Add 2 keyframes. On the first keyframe, make it slightly smaller. Then create a graph like this. Now import the Instagram PNG. Apply the 3D extrude flat effect and adjust it like I'm doing. And guys, don't be afraid to experiment with effects. The only way to understand how an effect works is to actually play around with it. So, never be afraid to experiment.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head because there are so many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams. My heart rages around like an ocean in my head. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, know I'll find you in my dreams.
Now create a shape layer. Adjust it like this. Change the color to black and turn the stroke on. Use the same color as the circles.
I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that it's not reality.
Now create a text layer. Type your text. And place it on the shape like this. Go to scale. Next, apply deep glow. Add 2 keyframes. On the first keyframe, make it slightly smaller and move the pivot point to the corner just like I'm doing. Then create a graph like this. Now duplicate this shape 3 more times. Next, apply deep glow. And adjust the pivot point of each one. And that's it. Scene 5 is complete. Now let's create scene 6. First, create a rounded rectangle. Adjust its size and position. Then change its color to black. Now apply smooth bevel. Keep the radius around 6. Apply deep glow enhance. and turn the shadow on. Adjust the smooth bevel slightly until it looks like mine. Now create a text layer, type your text, and adjust it like this. Duplicate the text and make the second font slightly more bold. Now apply Deep Glow Enhance to the first text. Copy the same effect and paste it onto the second text. Next, apply the Count Up effect. Add 2 keyframes to both text layers. On the second keyframe, set the value to 3000. Now apply the light blow effect. Next, use vector drawing and draw a shape like this. Adjust it slightly, just like I'm doing. Go to color, turn the stroke on and set the stroke to around 15.
Let me go. Feeling the lumps inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start looking as a
Now apply gradient overlay
lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night.
Create a gradient like this
Let the darkness take control.
and adjust it until it looks right.
Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as a
Next, apply deep blow enhance. Then apply smooth bevel. Keep the radius around 6. Now, apply the drawing progress effect. Select draw gradually. And create a graph like this. Now, select all these elements and create a group. Add 2 keyframes. On the first keyframe, make the group slightly smaller. Then apply the same graph. Now, go to opacity. Add 2 keyframes there as well. And use the same graph for the opacity animation. And there we go. Scene 6 is complete. So guys, ये था पार्ट 2 ऑफ द रॉकी भाई एडिटिंग ब्रेकडाउन। आप कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताना कि आपको ये एडिटिंग ब्रेकडाउन कैसा लगा। और हाँ, पार्ट 3 में हम एक 20 सेकंड रॉ वॉइस को रॉकी भाई के स्टाइल में एडिट करेंगे और उसमें मैं आपको वो सारी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें बताऊंगा जो एक प्रो एडिटर एडिटिंग करते वक्त फॉलो करता है। सो अगर आप एडिटिंग को सीरियसली इंप्रूव करना चाहते हो देन पार्ट 3 को डेफिनेटली मिस मत करना। और हाँ, पार्ट 3 में मैं ट्राई करूंगा कि वीडियो को 30 मिनट्स के आसपास ही रखूं, क्योंकि मुझे पता है आप लोग बड़े बड़े ट्यूटोरियल्स देखने से इग्नोर कर देते हो। सो लेट्स कीप द नेक्स्ट वन शॉर्ट एंड यूजफुल। कमेंट में जरूर बताना पार्ट 2 कैसा लगा एंड आई विल सी यू इन द नेक्स्ट एडिटिंग ट्यूटोरियल। तब तक के लिए बाय।